Hi guys, so today we're doing a super fun video for you guys. It is going to be my video all on time management. Okay, this just needs to go. Hold up. Okay, that's a lot better. So we're going to be doing my video on time management today and how I manage my time and all that stuff because you guys really wanted to see this. Also, if you guys want to see an updated budget video, comment down below. I want to do more of like I did a finance video. I'll link that on the time card or down below if you guys want to see that. But I really want to film an actual like budget with me video, like showing you how I budget. So guys, a little bit of my planner as well, and give you guys a few tips and tricks on how to manage your time, because I'm going to give you guys a quick disclaimer. It is possible to work full-time, it is possible to go to school full-time, and it is possible to have a life while doing those other two things. So like I said, a quick disclaimer, obviously no one is going to have the same life as me, and some of these tips might not apply to you or work for you, and that is okay. I just want to show you guys that it is possible and you can do anything you guys put your mind to. And yeah, because my case is a little bit on the different side from school. Like a lot of people just work part-time during school, and I'm kind of in between the part-time and full-time hours. I work about 30 hours a week, as well as go to school full-time, ride, go to the gym, all that fun stuff. So I figured this would be a fun video to film, because if you guys can see that it's possible for me to do it, it's possible for you guys to do it. And yeah, so pull up my handy dandy laptop because I wrote down some tips so I didn't forget. So I'm going to split this video up into 3 parts for you guys. I'm going to split it up into school, riding, work, and etc. So I'll put time cards down below for you guys. See, time management number 1. It's 12 o'clock. I work at 2. We're getting as many videos as we can done today. Overall, I just want to say that it comes down to your priorities. It really depends. For me, I have no choice but to work a lot. Like, I have bills to pay, and I'm not saying if you don't, you're like any less of a person or anything like that. It's just the way it worked out for me. I'm very financially independent. I don't rely on my parents at all for any sort of bills. I pay everything myself, and if you're lucky enough to have your parents help you out with that, that's great for you. I'm so happy for you, because that makes your life a lot easier. Not saying that my parents didn't like want to help me out, they did, but obviously I'm 20 and I need to pay my own bills. And like I said, no hate if your parents pay some of your bills or help you out with your riding and stuff, because it's awesome, it's great for you. I'm just saying that I personally don't ask my parents to pay anything for me. So we're gonna start with work. Honestly, let's just, like, I have to work, so I do it. I love my job. I'm so grateful to have such an amazing job. I'm so grateful to have such an amazing boss. I love my job to death. A lot of you guys ask what I am, and I'm going to cover this super quickly. I am a medical office assistant, kind of, but I don't work in the front end. I work in the back end, so I'm more of like a medical assistant. Basically, I do anything that I don't have to be a nurse to do. So I bring the patients into all of their rooms, and depending on the appointment, I go through every appointment, see what they're here for, and do any corresponding work. So if you're here for dizziness, if you're here for a fall, if you're here for a blood pressure check, I'm going to take your blood pressure. If you're here for prescription renewal, a kid coming in for like a cough or something, I'm going to take your height and your weight. If you're here because you're dizzy, no blurred vision, I'm going to do an eye test. I do all of your vital signs and all that. When a patient comes in for their physical, I do all of like the vital signs like blood pressure, height, weight. If you're coming in for like a pap test or a derm visit, I get everything ready. If you're coming for a biopsy, I get all the biopsy stuff ready. If any lab work needs to go out, I send that out. I take care of that. If you're coming for UTI, I dip your urine. I test your urine for pregnancy. I do all of like that stuff. So it's really awesome. It's really great. It's really hands-on. I love my job. And like I said, I really love my job, which I think makes it easier that I work a lot. But I also have a really great boss who understands that I need to work to pay bills, and so I do work a lot. I currently work 6 days a week, I think, but hold up, I know that sounds intense, but it's not actually. So I work Saturdays I have off, so yeah. So it's not actually as intense as it looks. I have a really laid back job. It never really gets too stressful unless I have a patient that's a bit difficult to deal with, and I love it. That's why I love my job. I get to wear scrubs. That's awesome. And yeah, it also really helps that I make more than minimum wage. Don't want to come across as like snobby or bratty or anything, but the fact that I don't want to say how much I make, but the fact that I make a significant amount more than minimum wage means I have to work less than if I were working minimum wage. Like if I were working minimum wage, I would probably have to work like 44 hours to make what I make in 25 hours. If that makes sense to you guys. So that's really awesome, and I'm really fortunate to have a job that allows me to do that. I also have a job that really contributes to my education as well. I can apply a lot of my schoolwork to my job, which makes it a lot easier, and I'm honestly learning a lot, so that's what makes it an amazing job. I'm, like I said, super lucky to have the manager I have. He's really accommodating to my school schedule. I also have a pretty flexible school schedule, and I'll get into that after, but Like for example, I'll give you guys kind of a breakdown on my typical week for work. So we're just gonna go over that. Mondays I work 8 to 12. That's the only coverage they need, and I didn't want to work more than that because they really needed me. Mondays 8 to 12 I work that, and then I don't work anything else, mainly because I have class. So that's my Monday schedule. Tuesdays I work a full day, Wednesdays I work a full night, Thursdays and Fridays I work full days. So like I said, my school schedule is super flexible. I'll get into that after, so that helps, but I work full days primarily, and then weekends I work 8 to 2 on Sundays, because if I wasn't working, I would be sleeping until 1 o'clock anyway, so why not get up early, get my 6 hours of work in, and then start my day? You know what I mean? So yeah, work, super awesome. They're really accommodating to my school schedule. That helps with my time management. It's also, sometimes it's pretty quiet, like nights are pretty quiet, so I can kind of do homework as I'm doing my shift, which is really awesome. Next is school. Now, it might be a bit different if you're in high school, but I'm in university. I'm in my 3rd year of university. I also go to a university that allows me to pick my own schedule. I know not everyone's university does, so that's kind of a factor to think about. But school comes first for me. Like I said, it comes down to priorities. It goes school, it goes work, and then it goes riding. Riding is last, and that is okay because I will get into that after. So school, super important. It's really important to figure out what kind of student you are in terms of what you like best. So first year I realized I hated 8:30 classes. I did that for all high school. I did not want to have to get up at the crack of dawn to go to class. I love night classes. A lot of people don't like night classes because they're pooped. I actually do best at night. I study at night. I go to class at night. It's when I'm the most awake. I'm a night owl. So our school divides classes up, like a credit is either 2 hour-and-a-half classes a week or 1 3-hour class a week, and most 3-hour classes are from 7 to 10. So I try to get those classes because that means I have to go to school less during the week, if that makes sense. And online classes. Online classes as well, you really have to be a certain type of student to do them. Some students have to physically be at school to feel productive and to work and be their best. Some people like me can be on online class and do work on their own time and still feel productive and still get work done. I'm someone who's very self-efficient. I'm very organized. I'm very good at time management skills. So online classes work best for me. 1, because I work a lot. 2, because I can do school whenever it's best for me. I don't have to commit to going to a class. And 3, like I said, it works best for my lifestyle as a whole. So taking online classes allows me to work not more, but to have a better availability. And I can do it on my own time. So I can do class at 3 in the morning if I want, or if I want to get up early like I did today and do class for 2 hours, I can. It's super flexible. I do also enjoy going to school because I love going to campus. So my schedule this semester is pretty awesome. So I have one class that I have 2 hour-and-a-half lectures, and 2 classes that I have 7 to 10 lectures, and a 1 online class and 1 hybrid class. A hybrid class is basically half online, half in person. So 1 week you have your class online, the other week you have it in person. Most hybrid classes though, you don't have to go to class, mainly because since half of it's online, the in-class portion is literally just for students to ask questions. So I'm basically taking 2 online classes. My biological aspects of aging class is Mondays from 11:30 to 1 and 1 to 2:30, and Wednesdays from 11:30 to 1. My sociology, psychology of the United States, whatever it is Mondays from 7 to 10. My human sexual behavior class is Tuesdays from 7 to 10. And then my hybrid class, my online class, which is psychopharmacology, is Thursdays from 7 to 10. But like I said, that in-class class is just to ask questions and go over material you didn't understand from an online class. It's kind of like working your way up to an online class, so you do half and half. So I don't go to that because it's basically an online class. And then I'm also taking child development online. So I just figured in case you guys wanted to know what classes I'm taking. Like, think about this when you're actually talking. So yeah, school is the priority for me. If I have an exam, I'm not going to ride. Riding definitely is coming last, but that is okay because you'll have your life to ride. You won't be in school forever. School's my priority. I tend to set aside 1 day a week to get everything done for the week. I also work 1 week ahead. If you guys watch Lipstick and Lattes, you would know how she does it. I work a week ahead of school, so that way if I'm ever running behind, I'm actually not behind. So this is the first week of school, and I've already done all my readings for the second week. So that way next week I do my readings for the 3rd week, and then if I feel stressed out, I'm still a week ahead and I'm not behind. If that makes sense, I like working that way. It works best for me. I pick 1 day to do a lot of classwork, and it's Mondays for me. So like I said, I work 8 to 12 on Mondays, and then I have class from 1 to 2:30, and then I have class at 7 to 10. That's a big gap in between. I love that. I try to pick one day a week where I have like a 4 or 5 hour gap in between classes. I don't go home and I just sit in the library and do work, because one, it's a waste of gas for me to just drive home and drive back, and two, I could stay in class and get my work done. So that's primarily when I get my work done. Like I said, it's all about time management, and if you want to do it, you're going to do it. If you want to do well in school, you're going to find a way to do well in school no matter how much you're working. So that's that. I'll show you guys my plan. Riding. Riding is something that I've had to learn that it's okay if it's not a priority to me anymore. Now this is going to be completely different for everyone, because some people still compete through university, some people still have young horses through university. I am actually happy. I'm at a point where Salem is getting older. Salem will be 16 this year, and I'm okay with that. It took me a while to come to terms with it, but I'm okay with it. I've come to the point that I'm okay not going up in the levels anymore with him staying where he is now. He's actually teaching beginner lessons, which I'm super excited about, and I have a leaser, so I'll get into that in a second. I am not at a point in my riding anymore where my horse needs to be ridden 6 days a week to prepare for an upcoming show season, so that takes off a lot of stress, because I could ride once a week, I could ride twice a week, I could ride no times a week. It doesn't matter. As you guys know, Salem went through a big weight loss a few months ago, so he's currently gaining that weight back, so he's in a reduced workload from that anyways. And I'm also super lucky that we live in Canada, where the winters are absolutely brutal for me, and it kind of works out because winter is when I have class, so it's super cold, I can't ride, and then in the summer it's warm, I don't have class, I can ride more. So it kind of like balances out, I guess. Like I said, everyone's situation is going to be different, but it just kind of helps that I have an older horse that I'm not necessarily going to be showing anymore. He's just sitting back and enjoying life. I'm by no means neglecting him or any way. He is probably getting the best care he's had at any point in his life now. Also helps that I have a leaser. Not only does it help financially, but it just helps in terms of like you're not stressed out. First year I was insanely stressed 24/7 because it was like I have to ride 5 times a week. I have to go to the barn. When am I going to find time to work and ride and do all this? Having a leaser helps so much. I know it can be a little hard at first to have someone else ride your horse, but once you get used to it, it is honestly the best thing ever. So I highly suggest looking into getting like even a part leaser to ride once or twice a week while you're in school, or a friend. I know there's tons of people who will ride horses for free. You just need to find someone that's good and that will ride your horse, and that will help so much. I see riding as stress relief and something I love, so it's not hard for me to go to the barn when I'm stressed out and stuff. Obviously when I have exams, school's my absolute like #1 priority. Like I book off time off work for exams, so I don't generally go out at all, but right now I'm trying to go out about 2 to 3 times a week, even if it's just to brush Salem and love him. But yeah, it's gonna be different for everyone. Riding is kind of that thing where like you could have a young horse, like look at Jill. Jill has a young horse and she's showing even though she's in university, so she obviously has to be out more. She has to be on a consistent schedule, whereas I don't have to because I'm not showing anymore. I am just kind of riding for fun. Like I said, Salem is being leased out. I have a new leaser starting, which is super awesome. My other leaser has stopped riding for the winter because it's too cold, which I don't blame her. Just understanding that at the end of the day, my horse is still going to be there. My horse is very well cared for. If I don't make it out to the barn one day, it is okay, and you have to learn to accept that. Also, I have a YouTube channel that I have to balance in all this time as well, which can be super difficult. And I see YouTube as something I love and not really a job for me, so it's super easy for me to do YouTube. Also helps that the videos I film, it's not like I necessarily always have to like sit down and film. Like I can be filming on the go, I can film a barn vlog, I can film a university video. That really helps, but I also have to balance that as well. There's a business side to YouTube, especially on my channel. I have companies emailing me asking to work with me. I have analytics to do, I have business stuff to do, I have to film and edit and upload, and I have to plan out what I'm going to film for that month, so that can get a bit chaotic. But first thing in the morning I try to like cut out all of my business emails, get those all done for the day. And yeah, I don't really see YouTube as a job though. It's more something I enjoy, so that's not really hard to kind of fit into my schedule. But I figured I would show you guys my schedule. I have my planner, and so I haven't filled this part out yet. Like I said, I just got it. So I love planners that have a monthly spread. So one that looks like this. I haven't filled out yet, but that's just my training for the month because I'm currently training for a 10K and a half marathon. Oh yeah, let's just put the fact that I go to the gym as well in there. But I tend to go to the gym after class and after work, so that's pretty easy to fit in. So this is this week for me. It's not really busy because I don't really have assignments and stuff. But okay, so this was what Monday looked like for me. if you guys want to look. So Monday I worked 8 to 12. I had class from 1 to 2:30, and I had class from 7 to 10. In between those two classes, that 4-hour break I had, I uploaded a barn tour. I edited and uploaded a barn tour. I planned my week out. I did business emails, and then after class ended around 9 because it was the first week. I went to the gym. So that was kind of my day. But yeah, so Salem is getting also like it's a lot easier for me this year too, because like I said, Salem's in a reduced workload because of his weight loss, so I can't actually ride him physically more than 3 times a week right now. So yeah, but anyways, I hope this video was somewhat helpful for you guys in terms of figuring out how to like balance your life out. And yeah, I just, you know, I think the biggest tip of advice I can give you guys if you ride is that if you do not make it out to the barn one day, it is okay. Like, do not beat yourself up about it. It's fine. It happens. Life happens. Move on. Tomorrow's a new day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you did. If I missed talking about anything, let me know down below for you guys. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't already, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.